Most men spend their lives chasing the wrong things to impress women. Money, looks, or flashy status symbols. But here's the secret. Women don't go crazy for any of that. What truly captures their attention is something far deeper, something 97% of men completely ignore. It's not taught in schools, it's not sold in stores, and yet it can transform the way women see you. Today we'll explore this forgotten Stoic wisdom that makes men magnetic without even trying. 1. The misconception men have. Let's start with the biggest myth. Most men believe women want a man who's tall, rich, and endlessly charming. Social media, movies, and advertising constantly reinforce this idea, making men chase surface-level traits. They invest in luxury clothes, cars, or exaggerated personalities to win attention. But here's the truth. These things may grab short-term attraction, but they don't create lasting admiration or respect. Women quickly see through shallow displays. What keeps their interest is not what you own, but who you are. And this is where Stoic wisdom comes in. 2. What women actually go crazy for. Stoic philosophy teaches that real power lies in self-control, inner strength, and the ability to remain unshaken by external events. Women are instinctively drawn to men who embody this. Why? Because these traits signal reliability, emotional stability, and deep confidence. Think about it. A man who panics when life gets hard, who seeks constant approval, or who lashes out when rejected. He may be noticed, but not respected. In contrast, the man who stays calm under pressure, who doesn't let insults define him, who leads his life with purpose, this man stands out without even trying. This is the quality most men ignore, but it's exactly what women crave. 3. The power of emotional control. One of the central lessons from Stoicism is mastering your emotions. Now, emotional control does not mean becoming cold or robotic. It means being the master of your feelings rather than their slave. Women go crazy for men who can feel emotions deeply, but never let those emotions control their behavior. For example, when faced with rejection, he doesn't collapse into self-pity. When insulted, he doesn't explode in anger. When life throws challenges, he responds with calm and clarity. This is incredibly rare today. Most men are reactive, pulled in every direction by moods, distractions, or external opinions. But the man who is emotionally grounded, he becomes irresistible because he radiates strength. 4. Presence, the undervalued skill. Another thing men ignore is presence, the ability to be fully engaged in the moment. Women can instantly feel when a man is distracted, insecure, or seeking validation. But when a man listens attentively, speaks with purpose, and looks directly into her eyes with calm assurance, he creates a magnetic energy. Stoic wisdom emphasizes this through mindfulness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. Living in the present moment makes you powerful, because it shows women you are in control of yourself, not lost in worry or fear." Presence makes ordinary men extraordinary. 5. The strength of purpose. Ask yourself, what's the difference between a man who is merely existing and a man who is living with purpose? The Stoics believe that happiness comes not from chasing pleasure, but from aligning your actions with your principles. Women are naturally drawn to men with a mission. Why? Because a man with purpose cannot be easily swayed, distracted, or broken. A man chasing random desires will always appear weak. But a man guided by values and vision shows reliability. He's like a captain steering his ship through storms, focused, steady, and unshaken. Women don't want a man who exists just to impress them. They want a man who impresses them because he's already living for something greater. 6. Self-respect, the foundation of attraction. Here's another truth most men ignore. Women go crazy for men who respect themselves. Stoic wisdom teaches self-discipline, not indulging in destructive habits, not lowering your standards, and not begging for attention. When a man carries himself with dignity, he sends a powerful message. I value myself and I won't trade that value cheaply. Women notice this instantly. They're drawn to men who set boundaries, who know their worth, and who don't compromise their integrity for shallow gains. Remember this: if you don't respect yourself, no one else will. 7. Silence over noise. Modern culture glorifies loudness, bragging, showing off, constant talking. But women often admire the opposite. The Stoics valued silence, reflection, and saying only what is necessary. A man who speaks less but with clarity is often far more respected than one who talks endlessly without meaning. Silence shows confidence. It shows you don't need to prove yourself constantly. As Epictetus said, let silence be your goal for the most part. Say only what is necessary and in few words. This simple practice separates the wise from the foolish, and women recognize the difference. 8. Resilience in the face of failure. Failure is inevitable in life, but how you respond to it defines you. Most men crumble at setbacks. They complain, blame others, or quit entirely. But Stoic wisdom teaches us to embrace failure as a lesson. Women admire resilience. They respect men who rise after falling, who treat obstacles as opportunities. To a woman, this signals strength, maturity, and dependability. Think of it like this: anyone can look confident when life is easy. But when chaos strikes, the man who keeps calm and continues forward, that's the man who captures lasting admiration. 9. Detachment from external validation. Here lies one of the biggest secrets. Women don't go crazy for men who constantly chase approval. In fact, neediness is one of the most unattractive traits. Stoic philosophy reminds us that external validation, praise, attention, even love, is outside of our control. What we can control is our own judgment and our own actions. When a man doesn't rely on constant validation, he becomes naturally attractive. Why? Because he is free. He's not desperate, not seeking permission to exist, not begging for attention. This kind of independence is rare, and women find it irresistible. 10. Living with gratitude and calmness. Finally, let's talk about the energy you bring into the world. The Stoics practice gratitude, finding peace even in small things, not constantly complaining about what they lack. A man who lives with gratitude radiates positivity. He isn't bitter, he isn't resentful, and he doesn't drain others with negativity. Women go crazy for this because it creates a sense of safety and warmth around him. Calmness is contagious. Gratitude is magnetic. Together, they form a character that people, especially women, can't help but admire. Conclusion. So what is it that 97% of men ignore, but women go crazy for? It's not money, looks, or shallow charm. It's the timeless, stoic qualities of emotional control, presence, purpose, self-respect, resilience, and calm strength. Most men chase illusions, but a few men cultivate wisdom, and those few stand out in every room they walk into. If you want to become unforgettable, don't ask, "How can I impress women?" Instead, ask, "How can I live like a Stoic?" Because when you master yourself, you naturally become the man others admire, respect, and yes, go crazy for. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe.